Hey, this is Janine with your Diamond Mentor Moment. I have just a quick one for you today. I'm going to share my screen and make sure that is up. All right, we are talking about not perspective taking. We are actually talking about being a diversity diamond. For those of you who know, I talk about intercultural creativity, a term that we coined here at CAFFE And when I talk about creativity, I don't just mean artistry, I mean us creating together with people from various backgrounds, various cultural experiences, various lived experiences. The definition we use here is the process of problem finding and problem solving with relevance, value, and novelty. All right, so that's intercultural creativity. For the diversity diamond, I love metaphorical thinking. That's a part of our training here. To be a metaphorical thinker is to be a creative thinker. So for our company, we have the diamond. If you listen to our podcast, I always talk about leaving your gem, leaving your diamond. I leave you with the encouragement phrases of shining bright like a diamond. But now I want to take it one step further and talk about the diversity diamond. This is an element of training that we use of looking at the uniqueness of you. In another Diamond Mentor Moment, I talked about the Harvard Business Study review that talked about the onlyness of you, that we all come from different lived experiences, kind of like a snowflake, and we all have different stories and different things that have happened to us that have brought us to where we are today and that could help us create with our teams tomorrow. So with that, we were talking about the diversity diamond. And I use the metaphor diamond because a diamond has many facets where the light of energy can go in and sparkle. And you have many facets as well. And part of the intercultural development strategy is that cultural awareness, but that self-cultural awareness. So when you look at your diversity diamond, a lot of times we just think of diversity as the demographics of your gender, your ethnicity, your orientation, your just things that we can see. And there's so many other cultural lenses that you're looking through that are playing a part in how you're interacting with the world. So here you have the normal ones that I just listed off. You're able-bodied, but also you have your belief systems, you have your level of education. And so someone who may have a systemized education, such as a master's or a doctorate, may have a different experience. There's someone who may only have a 10th grade at education. There may not be as many doors open in those routes. We also want to look at what we term education as. A lived experience education is not seen as, important as a systemized education, one who went through different universities or different structures to gain those elements. So looking at your cultural experience with that, family status, citizenship. I know I was born in the United States of America. There might be someone who was not, who wants to come here. Is my lived experience different than that person? So looking at all of your facets, how you're living through your life and how all of these cultural lenses are an elemental part of how you view the world is key part of that self-assessment, that I see me part of the training that I do. And even if you look at the outside events, political events, world events, historical events, and cultural events, all of these play a part in how you interact, how you view the world, but also how you interact with one another. So this is just really just a quick Diamond Mentor moment to have you take a moment and just look at this diamond and see, how am I shining bright through these cultural lenses? How are these elements just help me create my viewpoint on the world? And once you're done with your self reflection, then it's time to perspective take and connect with other people. As you know, intercultural development, it's all about perspective shifting and adaptation and being able to shift through cultures, and looking at this diamond when you do that. So how is their age affecting the way that they're interacting with that particular environment, their belief system? How has their education played a part in where they are now? What does that look like? So I use this diamond when we are self-reflecting, and I also use the diamond when we're other reflecting as well, and we're just curious about other people and their lived experiences. One last aspect I want to point out with this is also being a mindful if you're in the dominant or non-dominant group and how that has affected your experience. I believe last time I talked about the intersectionality of your demographics. And basically, if you're in a dominant culture or the dominant group within that facet, that means that that particular demographic may not, it's basically a norm. It may not have hindered you in advancement, or you may not even be aware of it because it's the norm. So here's an example. For my or orientation, I'm heterosexual. It does not come to me, or does not cross my mind to grab my husband's hand or do anything in public because I'm in the dominant group. Whereas someone else who may identify in a different group may think twice because they are in a non-dominant group and may have a different experience. As far as belief systems, or as far as education, someone in a non-dominant group may have a different experience. So if you're a part of a dominant group, really think about your experience and then try to perspective shift about someone who is in a non-dominant group. If you're trying to increase your intercultural competence, that is your ability to understand that not everyone is having the same experience as you are. And then how can you increase your knowledge to understand their lived experience? That will help in your intercultural creativity. That will help in your goals of inclusion, and that will help us be able to create together, innovate together. All right. So my last word of encouragement is, don't forget, you are a diamond. You are multifaceted. It's the onlyness of you, the uniqueness of you is what's going to move our society forward. Everyone bringing their uniqueness to the table, shine bright and create with courage. That is your Diamond Mentor moment for today. Don't forget, we have the 7 Gems of Intercultural Creativity book coming out, hopefully in the summertime. I'm writing it now, trying to get it done. There's so many more steps to a book that I forgot that there was. So I'm trying to write that out. And we also just have lots of trainings available. We have top trainers in just bias, unconscious bias, top trainers in creative thinking, top trainers in metaphorical thinking and flow. So please check out caffestrategies.com, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.